dose of Big D energy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hump day.
My name is Neal, Ruhl, that guy. He's on a hump day. It's D-Mac, Darren, McCarty, everybody. Which one is that one?
This is the Grateful Dead
That's
one.
the Grateful Dead one, yeah. Those are sweet.
Yeah. That's how I'm feeling this morning. Weather's nice.
Yeah,
We got golf league this afternoon. Let's go.
Lock in. KG's locked in. KG, what up, though?
What up, though, man?
What's really good?
You tell me.
Tomorrow, Spin the Block's going to be really good.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna bring me up to date on the whole Kendrick Drake thing.
Yes, Kendrick has landed, ladies and gentlemen. It was just a warning shot, but he completely bodied Drake.
Wow.
We gonna get into it, man. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on.
Spin the Block tomorrow with KG in the house. Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
What's poppin', man?
Not much.
Yeah?
Just another day. Yeah.
Just
What's
another
today
day.
in the
Chest.
Chest. Oh,
Chest day.
chest.
Yeah.
Nice. Be pumping it out.
Yep.
You changing it up because you've been in the gym and now you're probably putting that couple extra pounds on that bar, dude.
Definitely putting some more pounds on.
Look at you.
That's right. There it is. Got a lot to get to here today. There's some residual line stuff we want to clean up. Couple of Tigers topics. One that everybody woke up to that I think that we're going to we'll get into it with the opening segment coming up in about 10 minutes. We have it on the screen here in the studio right now. No one has changed the channel. Bally Sports leaving Xfinity. We'll discuss. Yeah.
Rip.
Rip. Absolutely. We'll discuss that coming up, but there are some other
That shit's so wet.
there are some other things. Now, I didn't do it yesterday or Monday, and people called me out. And D-Mac, you're the minister of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad job by me, right? 100%.
No, I mean
Just
it's, well, there you go. So
Just is.
now we move on, but
Javi watch. D-Mac.
the old Javi watch. Yeah, and I can understand. He wasn't in when I walked into the building yesterday, right, for the first game of the doubleheader, and Riley Green's at bat, hits a home run. I go get my hot dog and my peanuts to sit down and watch Flaherty 5 out of 6 Ks, and I don't see Javi at bat. So that was pretty cool, but he did play the afternoon game.
He did play the afternoon
So can we get an
game.
update, Neal? Are you going to give us the Javi
Absolutely.
watch?
Let's
Javi
get into the
watch.
Javi watch, shall we?
Hey.
Javi was 1 for 3 in the game he played yesterday. And look at that. He's up to 198 at
He's
$25
back.
million
Look
per
at that
year.
OPS, boys.
Stop playing with that, man.
He's back.
Look at that OPS. It's shot up 200 points in a week.
Crazy.
9 RBIs.
Almost double digits.
He's
Come on
back.
now.
Almost double-digit
Oh,
RBIs,
wow.
almost 200 hitting, but not almost $25 million a year. Exactly $25 million a year.
Hey, man, he's
back.
back.
Hey, there's only 3 more years left on that deal.
Yeah. That's not a long time.
We got 3 more years left. 3.5 more years of Javi watch.
4 more years of douchebag.
Except you don't get a vote in this one.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
do
locked
not.
in. It's a Javi dictatorship. So, Ryan's reaction. Can we get an El Torco watch?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we might have to start doing a torque watch.
And we're going to have the discussion, I think.
Yeah.
We are. And
It's
I've
been a
been a
month.
defender.
No,
been a
I mean,
month.
technically it's May 1st.
Yeah.
Right? What would you say? We wait to the end of the maybe.
And we're gonna
maybe
do an
we can-
assessment.
Maybe we can address it a little bit tomorrow, right? I'm not in panic mode yet, but I
Nah.
saw some things that are too inconsistent that I don't like. And you know what? I'll give some credit to the pitching staffs on the other team because they are pitching him same way, right? He can't get to that inside, and he can't.
The fact that anyone throws El Mago a strike still baffles my mind.
Seriously.
And that, because like when you look at his hits, it's like center cut fastballs or hanging changeups or it's all center cut stuff.
But he always chases that damn slider out the zone. Always.
Like out of
Yeah.
the zone.
The worst out of the zone.
Yeah. But you're right though. And I think torque is now to the point where you can and pitchers have the same plan of attack every time. You split the middle on your first pitch.
Yeah.
Just throw a fastball, he takes it, and then you nibble, and he expands his zone because he's pressing.
Yeah,
like,
that's-
there
that-
are some classic symptoms.
That's the
of it.
biggest thing to me I see with Torque is pressing and trying to do more than too much. Then we know the talent's in there. It's just how is he going to bring it out?
Yeah.
And it comes out in different spots.
The crazy part, I think he's like leading the AL in doubles with 9, I think. But yeah, he's it's either a double or nothing with him.
That is correct.
Too many strikeouts, not enough walks. Neal, you've said that all along, and that's something that now, as a major league player, as a top guy, you got to be able to mix that in.
No, absolutely. Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump in to there and get your thoughts out there, and say what you say what you feel.
Need to say.
Say what you need to say.
Can we address?
Say what you need to say.
Like a Wednesday night concert at Pine Knob right now.
Can we address? When it came in this morning, and obviously I see on the sheet NBA playoffs. I did not watch anything. Did anything exciting happen with that?
I mean, Philly stayed alive.
Philly stayed alive, yeah. Tyrese Maxey had a really good game.
Yeah, and I do love the narrative too of, I saw on ESPN this morning running at Planet Fitness. We're live from the Planet Fitness studios, by the way. Shout out. I did see like the narrative became, what type of combination is Maxey and Embiid? Embiid has triple-double. I was like, hold on here, man. Like Tyrese Maxey brought them back from the dead.
He did.
Because I looked down at the box score and I saw Embiid was 7-19 again. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyrese Maxey brought them back from the dead.
Yeah.
From the dead. And I will say this, and Jalen Brunson's great.
He is.
He's great. However, he hadn't been in those moments before,
He's young,
and it showed.
right?
Yeah, and it showed.
He's one of those? But you could tell he's one of those guys that might be caught deer in the headlights, a little bit bright lights, but he'll bounce
get
back
past it.
from
Yeah.
it.
He'll get past it, and that's why ultimately I think the Knicks will win the series. But either way, it doesn't matter. Hey, Spenny, you're a Knicks guy. You still a Knicks guy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What do you make of this team?
I mean, they're hurting without Randall. I mean, losing one of your three best players will never help. That's for sure.
Nor will it help counting on Julius Randle.
Yeah, even though he chokes in the playoffs a lot. But
Yeah.
I like how they're built. I like Jalen Brunson a lot. He needs to. We need him to go off for 40 to kind of put Philly
Right.
away.
They're a conference semifinal
Yes.
team, right?
Yes.
Like
They could squeak into the Eastern Finals
if things go right.
Yeah, if Jalen
Okay.
Brunson gets on a heater and
Yeah.
Bogey and McBride start making their threes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Which
So
has
you know
kinda
what
been
they
the
are.
case with them.
They're a limited team.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So that's where they're at.
That's
But,
been the case with them.
yeah. I am waiting for Nuggets Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's going to be the best series of the playoffs.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's wild that you get that in the second round.
Yeah.
You get the current with next. Current up against next.
Yep.
Jokic and Anthony Edwards.
Should
So-
be at least
There you go.
6.
Lock it in. What about and will you explain to the people that last night the Toronto Maple Leafs winning is
Yes.
the perfect storm
Yes.
for
Thank
if
you.
you want torture, you don't want to just, lack of a better term, execute them
No,
from
you
the
don't-
playoffs.
you don't
want a
wanna
little
Old
bit
Yeller.
of torture and you want to pull it in. So tell them actually, not only that loss, you got to be willing to give up Game 6, right?
Absolutely.
In Toronto, and let Toronto's hopes even get bigger. But I wasn't worried about that. It would have been nice to see him finish it off, but this just adds in. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's like the cat with the mouse. Like the cat has the mouse, but he's gonna knock it around with his paws and stuff like that a little bit. Like, because I did get a couple of tweets about that, about Toronto winning. Is Toronto back? That was one of the tweets I got, which I thought was kind of funny in the vein of El Mago. But D-Mac, and we did this last year, remember, with the Panthers. And at first I said, I want the Panthers to put them down. But then I was like, no, I don't. I want it to last longer. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the Maple Leafs to win Game 6 because they play at Toronto, right? So they're at Toronto. I guess it's a win-win scenario. Because if they win in Game 6, all the Toronto fans are going to be hyped, saying we're back, we're going to win the Game 7, and then they get knocked out. Right. But the bonus prize is if they lose at Toronto. Now, the TV crews better not do what they did last year and rob me of my moment.
Oh, and they just flipped to the other
They
game.
just went to the next game. No.
You got to see the alligator tears in the stands of the
Give
Toronto.
me my moment.
Air Canada Center.
Give me my moment.
Scotiabank,
And my
whatever.
moment is Toronto fan. Just, the look of the crowd. Just,
Yeah.
it's in the NCAA tournament when the team, they're just like,
Dejection.
yeah,
Broken.
just,
Yeah.
they look like Sam Flannel, I want that. But D-Mac, in order to get the best tan, you have to be closest to the sun.
We're flying close to the sun.
That's the way that it is.
And then Nashville shows some life last night, makes that series 3-2 Vancouver, and Carolina did what we expected, took care of the Islanders. So
Oh, by the way.
the Islanders and Washington won one game.
Yes. And oh, by the
And
way,
we still end up with more wins.
the Red Wings finished the season with more wins than the Islanders and the Capitals. So I'm just saying. Hey, you guys can say what you want. Hey, Capitals fans, you had a lot to say about a week ago on social media. You're all quiet now, aren't you? That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird how that went down. They'd be like, shut the F up, Neal. He'll be quiet. But when Neal leaves, he'll be talking again.
Damn right.
You know, that's the way that it is. So, again, cute effort, cute system you got there, and good job. Woodward Sports chat thread, jump in to there. Just a fan, can we say El Mago is back? At least El Mago's taking some walks, checks notes, 245 on base percentage. No, we cannot say El Mago is back.
Had a walk yesterday.
Okay, you know what? Since we're here, we got about 2 more minutes. For real, no bullshit. What would classify El Mago being, quote, back?
He gets another home run.
Okay.
And he's back.
I mean, more home runs than Torque right now, so.
What makes him back? To you, KG.
Definitely anything above 260 average, which is
Well, he'll never be back.
exactly.
He's
that's a
gone
stretch,
forever.
But that would be officially back if he gets in the 260 range. I'd be okay with that.
Spenmo, what's
15 homers on the year.
and he's back?
And 100 strikeouts. That's the El Mago experience.
Yeah.
15 home runs. What
He's
do
back.
you want, like a 220?
Yeah,
batting?
yeah. That's all I need.
295 on
yeah,
base?
Yeah. That's all I need.
Damn. For 25 mil, that's all
Hey,
you need?
I've accepted it now. He's cheeks. So
All right, at this
gotta set the
point.
bar low.
Because for me, then I guess I have a different definition.
Uh-oh.
Because I need 260. And I need 20 home runs.
So you're
You
just
need
asking
both.
for the impossible.
No.
You need both.
That's what I was told when we signed him.
No, you got to pick one or the. You saw me and Spinny. You pick one or the other.
No. That's what I was told when Al Avila, one of the greatest GMs in the history of sport, especially in free agency, signed him to a 6-year, $150 million contract.
What sport? Wiffle ball?
I'm just saying. So
Shout out Al, man. Loving that partner gift you left us.
that and the Jordan Zimmerman deals, man.
Man.
That was bang for the buck, wasn't it?
Don't get me
Absolutely. Rack, how awful is that? We're okay with a $25 million guy hitting 260 and with a 290 on base percentage.
Hey.
Rack, don't forget that as well.
I'll take what you can get, man.
There it is. So, all right. Real cream of wheat. I still say Prince Fielder's contract was worth. No real cream of wheat. You got, what, 2
Ian
good years
Kinsler.
out of him, and you traded him for Ian Kinsler.
Right. That was what did it. At least you got to a World Series with the guy, but
Shit, that's a Hall of Fame stuff compared to Jordan Zimmerman and Javi Baez.
yeah.
So there's that out there as well. All right, let's do this. We'll take the first break. There's some breaking. I know a lot of you are going to be looking to watch the Tigers game today, and it won't be on.
Such an L.
Valley
We'll talk
Sports
about
back
it.
at it again.
Good thing we got Double D.
What, Dispo?
No,
Dan
Dan Dickerson.
Dickerson.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And
Single
Dispo
D.
And Dispo Dispensary. There's a lot of Double Ds today. Get your Dispo and your Dickerson watch game, whatever it is. Visit Dispo Dispensary today for deals too good to miss. Meet a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere and shopping experience. Try the freshest inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. Come through our stores or order on Dispo Dash today. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Buying your first Feldman Chevrolet is much more than buying the car that will get you from point A to point B. It's a place for first memories, some big, some small. As she grows, you're not just buying her a Chevy, you're buying into a Feldman family. With more than 700,000 vehicles sold, from generation to generation, Feldman just keeps rolling.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Neal Ruhl here for Feiger Law. Listen up, everybody. After an accident, you need to hire a lawyer more than any other time in your life. This is serious business, everybody. So make Feiger Law your first call. 1-800-A-WINNER. That's 1-800-A-WINNER. Their team of trial lawyers will get you the money that you deserve. Feiger Law. All we do is win. All right, we're off and running here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network on, what are we, Wednesday, right?
Yes,
on a
sir.
Wednesday. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you taking center stage right now. Some reaction to Javi Watch, LFG. Neal, after that game-saving defensive play by Baez 3 wins ago, surely El Mago is back. Oh, I love that bit. It is, and it doesn't go away. It doesn't get old.
It doesn't.
And it never changes. It's a constant in life. All right, D-Mac, we have it on the screen here in the room. You woke up to this news. Bally Sports is no longer being carried by Xfinity. So if you're an Xfinity, i.e. Comcast subscriber, you don't get no Coke. No more Tigers games for you. They can't come to an agreement on a carriage deal. So therefore, D-Mac, Xfinity customers don't get the Tiger games anymore.
The first line of everybody's seen this on screen. The owner of Bally Sports is in bankruptcy proceedings.
Correct.
And they've neglected or declined every option to do it. So,
Fucking stupid, man.
They don't. Yep. Again, did you ever think they cared? This has been going like little spots of this. We've complained about the way Bally's have done things and some of the broadcasts and stuff like this. So look at my shock face.
This was a ticking
inevitable.
time bomb. And look, we've talked about it more than most shows in this town, where I kind of gave you guys. Remember last year when I discussed like the whole Padres deal? Like Juan Soto got traded because of Bally's parent company.
Crazy.
When they went bankrupt. So just to give you guys the quick time capsule on it all, I forget the exact figure, but if you're talking $7 billion, $8 billion, $9 billion, does it really matter? And that's essentially what Diamond Sports Sinclair Group paid for all the regional sports networks. That's what they paid. Right in line with the time where everybody started cord cutting. So
brilliant.
It was the most ill-timed purchase negotiated by the most out-of-touch old people, I'm sure, that had no idea of what time and space the real world was in. So who pays the price for that?
We do.
The
You
consumer.
do. Right, 100%.
No, me personally, when this happened a couple years ago, and I started looking at different ways. Like I got Apollo TV, so I can, but
I
other
illegally stream.
People have looked at other things. I see it on the chat thread.
Meth stream,
DNC, Hulu. Been without Bally's 2 years. People have already
YouTube TV.
Yeah,
I think
people have already sort of avoided
made
that
their adjustments
because they knew that this was coming down the line. Now, unfortunately, doesn't that suck? Because when you sign up, you're expecting to get your home teams, and it's always the way that it's been from back to Pass and TV 50 and all that different stuff. So, this is just, I think you nailed it, Neal. Just the out of touch, and this is Sinclair, right?
Correct.
So. Older than dirt. What do you want?
But again, though, that's what it is, and we've kind of prepped you for this. They had to break apart the San Diego Padres because of this, and the reason why, and we spun this into this offseason too. Tiger fans have paid a price because of this already. We prepaid this year. KG and I go to battle about it all the time.
We do.
The Minnesota Twins owner and the Minnesota Twins are in kind of the same boat as the Tigers are. Bally Sports North or whatever it is that they're on. Their owner came out before the season and told you,
we're not spending money.
We're not spending money because we didn't get the money that it was agreed that we were going to get because they have declared bankruptcy. And it has impacted the game for the negative right now. It just has. So, I go to Spencer. I got a feeling Danny Raxter's not aware yet until he goes to turn on the TV today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know yet.
How's that going to go for Danny Raxter?
He's going to bitch at Xfinity for sure. He's not going to be very happy.
100%. But guess what? You know what he ain't going to be doing? Watching the Tigers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what it is. And guys, look, here's the deal. And I saw this here in the chat as well. Why doesn't MLB lift the blackouts on MLB.TV? because they're not. Bally Sports is not over with. It's over on Xfinity. It's not there anymore. It's still on DirecTV. Well, you said Fubo still carries it.
Yeah.
I believe.
Hulu, yeah.
Like, it's still there, and you can still get the app. And I see everybody like, I think it's funny that they say, here's the line in the sand where they say, I'm not watching anymore. So Bally Sports app's what, $20 a month, right? $19.99 a month.
Yeah, too expensive if you ask me.
But you were already paying $7 a month on your cable bill.
That's true.
That's like, this is one of those classic arguments where, like, you know, people that got mad about stuff that was going on in China or whatever, but still bought them Jordans.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, this is another one of those examples, right? Where I don't even think we realize, we we're paying about $7 a month in your cable bill for Bally's, right? Or not, right?
But I don't think people like
Think
really
about
put
it
that in that way. So what's the alternative? Like, what now? Is there another? Does somebody come in and pick up the
you
games?
either subscribe to DirecTV,
or
you
MLB?
subscribe to Fubo, or you buy the Bally's app.
Or
Don't watch.
Illegally streamed.
Yeah, but now, Spenny, that's going to be bad for those of us, for those of you that celebrate that as well. Added traffic, more buffering.
True.
Further behind.
That is true.
That sucks.
Somalian pirates.
Meth streams, people.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Art Vandelay, bring back Pass Sports. No, they did, Art. It's just called Bally's now.
Yeah.
It is Pass Sports.
Well, it was called Bally's.
Wasn't Bally's a gym? What the hell are they doing with a sports network now?
It used to be a casino too.
Danny G, the only reason I have cable is because it comes with my Xfinity Internet, LMAO. Lorena Rios, Neal talking cap space. Love it. A lot of love for Pass Sports. They're the ones that started this. Like, we should be mad at Pass. You remember back in the day,
Oh, absolutely.
D-Mac?
Ray
They started
Lane.
all this.
Ray Lane, baby.
Yeah, the Razor.
The Razor. He was the best.
DNCENT, not going to lie, who has cable anyway? Us Hulu folks been without Bally's for 2 years now. Bally's apps better get an effing update now, because that ish sucks.
Now-
I had the app for about a year.
Why?
Because I don't subscribe to cable.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying for channels that I don't want.
I feel you, but just the quality of Bally's in general has never been good.
Carpaccio.
Then you add to that, the sports teams that they were broadcasting were horrible too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but that's not Bally's fault.
well, true, but that doesn't help the consumer either.
Right.
Like, why
That's
would I
not going to
subscribe
bring.
that?
That's not going to bring the the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it does for me because this is what I do.
No milkshake.
True,
that's
but not
different.
everybody is a sports aficionado like you, Neal.
No, but I'm saying, though, even if I weren't doing this job,
Yeah.
like, it's a part of my life.
So-
like I said, nobody puts more time into the Tigers than I do.
true.
Nobody.
But that's you.
So the fact that this is sort of like I read it more like what Tammy Chin has said. Okay, I'm missing out on my local teams, and we know, like, take Tammy for example, what a big sports fan she is. But is it one of these things that because it's baseball season, because the weather's nice, because there's so many other options, that if this isn't solved by hockey season, that's when if this was during hockey season, I think there'd be absolute more carnage. So for them to come out right now because of baseball, because like you said, nobody puts more time in the Tigers than you, more of a limited fan base, right? Where they can get away with it now because you're only going to piss off a certain number, as opposed to Red Wings hockey with the team they have, of where they come, everybody invested in. That they got to get this figured out, or tell everybody what the option is, or everybody else will figure it out and nobody's going to get anything.
And that's the risk you run. See, I was doing some reading about this because you guys know I love this kind of shit, right? Like,
Right, and
the sports media
wasn't the
stuff.
conversation that the teams themselves were going to do their own broadcasts?
Yeah.
Something to that point.
That would
Now,
be smart.
some of the people I've been talking about too, just to kind of sum up what a lot of you have said in the chat. Why don't they bring back the games on TV 20 and Channel 50 and stuff like that? You're
Fox
home for
Sports.
Detroit City FC Soccer, by the way.
Yeah.
Detroit 50, shout out. They did that at the end of the year. Remember, I kind of told you guys that was happening with the Pistons and stuff like that. I think that's the move, D-Mac, is once payments are missed, the contract becomes voided. And so the teams can get out of the contract once they don't have a payment made, which is what the Padres did. And they were the first to do this. And they put their games on the MLB.TV app for a week for free. They gave you the hit. And once you got the hit, then you had to buy the next one.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of how it worked. Cat spot, that's a bad take by Neal. Regular season baseball is not a good product. Most people are not going to pay extra to watch bad teams play boring games. No Cats, people seem pretty pissed right now, don't they?
Yeah.
And remember, too, like, those are the vocal ones. The non-vocal ones are just going to pivot and do what they got to do. One of my best friends in the world, he bought the app. He's like, what am I supposed to do? I watch Tigers every day.
Yeah.
So what other play does he have?
You have that group, right, where it's like, I don't care. I'm gonna go find it, and I don't care what it is, right? And then, but there's all the other group, and I think to the only point is there's a lot less diehard baseball fans than the other sports, and even to hockey in this area, right? Like as far as like people are dialed in with where the Red Wings team is and stuff like that, so they want their local like you need that local coverage, that local spice. So if it's something that maybe that's something that each of the teams themselves are gonna have to dig into. So that would be Pistons, Tigers, and Red Wings.
Yep.
Because it's coming. My guess would be you're going to see them make a return to Detroit-based network.
Yeah.
TV 20, Detroit 50, all of that. So I think that's what's going to end up happening.
Is that a bad thing, or is that a good thing
for the fans.
the local?
What angle do you want here?
Bad for DCFC.
I want the angle for the networks
For the networks?
in Detroit.
They'll like it.
Yes,
They will like
right.
it.
Bringing it back, sort of the hometown. But what's
Give me
the
another
sell?
angle. For the network?
yeah.
It's content.
No,
Like, it's
I
content
get it,
that
and
people
then
watch.
plus you're giving it out and coming back, so
Right.
that's the no sell. Now, the like Spenny said, DCFC or what does it push out, or where does your programming go? Is
their
that the problem?
contract's done and signed.
Yeah.
So
But
like,
they're CBS too, right?
Right,
So
correct.
I mean, you're not gonna.
yeah, Detroit 50 is CBS, TV 20 is ABC.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the fans, right? With your Xfinity, that's got to be a good thing because it's back on regular TV.
Correct.
Okay. Is it the national expo? Like, I don't know where's
okay.
the hiccup.
For the team.
Yeah, the Tigers.
Okay.
Because
then they don't get
the revenue.
So
The
you
revenue's
missed
cut
out
in
on
half.
all those.
So now you have Parker Meadows playing center field, hitting
how
088,
does-
and you don't have anybody else to take over.
How does MSG do it? Just because they did it right and they've.
You talking about Michigan State?
The Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees. They
Like
have their
the
own
MSG
network.
So
Yeah.
that's what you sort of need, right? You got to sort of,
Illich
if you're going to do
network.
it, build your own network with your teams to draw in the revenue
Right.
to be able to build it up. But how long did that take?
Well, the Yankees are different because they have the stockpile of money sitting there that
Exactly.
they can just start up a network. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that.
Yeah.
Like, there's an
Detroit
I
is-
massive
Detroit
I
cost.
just wonder, is that, are we more apt to do what the Yankees are doing? Not on that scale,
Yeah,
obviously.
it would take time because Detroit is not as big as of a market
But
as
is
New York.
now the time to do it with where the baseball team, the hockey team, and the basketball team is at? You have the football team nationally. We know where they're going and taken over by Fox in the league. But I'm just saying, is now not the time to figure that out and maybe start it so that in 2 and 3 and 4 years, when you're actually a competitor, maybe draw more. I don't know, national. I don't know, Neal. This is money and TV and time, all this stuff. So, what do you think what's the best scenario?
For the fans, it's that they go back to the network TV.
No, for the fan, but for the
but
team.
they don't give a shit about
But we care about the team because you want to give them more money to be able to spend, right?
Yeah, and then
Is
but
that-
that's where it comes in. Like, does that necessarily translate, though?
So here's
know?
the thing.
Yeah.
This is what I get.
Does it, KG?
No, it won't be as
Listen,
much.
this
money
is
as
what
they
I
were
get
getting,
thinking.
no.
Does this give Chris Illich an out of, I don't have money to spend? I can't spend money because we're not bringing
Yeah,
any in. That's what I'm
that's
saying.
what we're doing
So-
right now without being told, even though the Minnesota owner told their fans that. That's where we are. You know, so there's
So
a
actually,
bunch of ripple effects.
we're in the worst of it, and it can only get better. Or
There
can
you
it
go.
get
I
worse?
like that. Yeah,
Can
there you go,
No, I
D-Pad.
mean, but seriously, like this is sort of like the bottom. Am I reading this right? Where solutions only come from this, and if this is where we're at now, Parker Meadows, like you said, bat under 100 in right field because you can't replace him because you can't go and buy him. Is this the start?
I mean, they can go into the Little Caesars vault, but they ain't gonna do that. So
No, absolutely.
I don't think he's allowed.
Ad's 411.
he might not be.
Mama's got the code on that one.
Right.
Ad's 411. Local sports not on regular TV anymore. Pistons or Red Wings were on Channel 50. No, they angled towards that towards the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we did see that happen, and I think I just have the feeling I think that's what you're going to see, and I would imagine you're going to see that next season to some degree with the Pistons or the Red Wings. That would be my guess. I don't know, but that would be my guess. Hey, let me tell you something we're not going to charge you for. That's right, the new morning show on Woodward.
Hey-o.
Wake up, Woodward. That's right, 8 to 10 a.m. You know the players, you know the game. Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, KG.
KG Schmirkin.
Absolutely.
Smirks,
the
no
legend,
smiles.
JB Smooth as well.
Smooth.
Sam Flannel gets those pasty white arms out and exposed with the throwing the white balance off on all the cameras. You guys know what it is. Wake up, Woodward, 8 to 10 a.m. live on Detroit's #1 sports network. That's right, Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Hamp for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
This is the glorious ice water bubble hash pre-roll now with diamonds. Testimonial by myself, Darren McCarty, because it's constantly pushing to create the best cannabis experience. A perfect boost comes from the added touch of pure THC diamond dust, allowing flower with only the highest terps. That's the flavor, making the best even better. Trust me, guys, you're into it. These things are fire. Glorious Cannabis. Check us out at your local retailer, gloriouscanna2ns.com. Glorious.
All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl. Of course, we have D-Mac, Darren McCarty, KG, and Spencer Raxter. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread, as well as some people asking more questions about the whole Bally's thing. They're off of Xfinity. Bally's is not done. Bally's will do the game tonight or this afternoon like they always have. Some people asking the questions, what would happen to the Friday night high school game that they do on Bally's? They'll still do it.
Yeah.
If you want Bally's, you have to go to DirecTV, you have to go to Fubo, or you have to subscribe to the app. That's it.
It's just not on Xfinity.
It's not on Xfinity.
And I wouldn't advise going to the Bally's app because God knows how long they'll be.
See, I keep hearing everybody say that. When I had it for a year, I never had a problem with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, the streaming, but I'm just saying the quality of the app and the interface is just not the best.
I mean, you push two buttons and the game's on.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it works for some people, but.
Yeah. See, and that's a difference, too. Like with the streaming thing, like Peacock's app and Paramount's app, that picture is next level.
Oh, yeah.
Better than a cable box. It is. Like Xfinity cable box, Peacock app, fire picture.
Yep.
It's absolutely incredible. So
Yeah, we know the technology's out there.
Yeah.
Look, Kenny, look at the WWE presentation.
Yeah.
They've changed. I mean, it's totally.
What? Totally
Like
different.
you're there. It almost TV is getting to be like. Have you seen you put the VR on and sit in the front row
yeah.
at the sporting game?
Yeah.
I mean, that's there too. It's crazy. It's crazy what they can do, and it's just unfortunate that a lot of people lost it with this Xfinity.
The away fan, I will watch the Red Wings if they are 82-0 or if they are 0-82. And I think people are underrepresenting the fabric of watching our teams on TV. Like, I know that everybody talks tough and like, oh, I'm not watching. You were paying I'm not paying $19 a month. You're already paying $7 and you don't know it.
I tap into every game. It's when I tap out. That's the question.
Right.
Some right? I mean, I'll tap into every sporting event to whatever it is, whether it's to see what the score is, to see if it gets my time or whatever like this. But all of us have to be the same sort of way. We're sort of programmed that way. Don't you do that? Like whatever game you're watching, whether it's a hockey game or whatever your first game is or a basketball playoff game. But the minute it goes to commercial or something, and you don't have another TV there, you're flipping.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go here, TBS. Let's go ESPN. Let's go. All of that. And a lot of it too, Neal, it helps with the flow, right? And this screws up everybody's flow of how they watch the game. Now you got to go off and go back and go open this app and open this, and then you're missing something. So that's the frustrating part. That it's unfortunate because they don't care.
Real cream of wheat. Dang, Neal chose violence for this infomercial today. KG, am I right though?
Yeah.
Like you were already paying $7 a month anyway. You just didn't know it.
That's true. Yeah, the cable companies do charge you extra for sports packages.
Xfinity's not doing this out of the goodness of their heart.
So if it's $7 on Xfinity, what's the app? So can you take that
$19.99?
$20.
Oh, so it'd be $12.
And that's why I went to the app
$12
and dumped the cable. Because what's your cable bill? What was your last cable bill, KG?
So like over
triple figures.
Over $100.
Yeah,
easy.
Triple figures, right? You still cable guy or no?
No,
you're not.
I use
or you are at the Braxton house.
Internet and stream, and it costs me $80 a month.
That's where I am. Like saying, what is?
Yeah, it's like $110.
Triple digits, right?
It's ridiculous.
So like to me, it's worth it still to ditch cable and pay $19.99 a month for Bally's for the Detroit games.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I think that's a pretty sound economic decision. And then I'm going to sprinkle on my other stuff with it.
I'm getting a lot of great everybody's remote flow, right? When you're locked in, I don't care what it is you're watching, wrestling or whatever. Like I'm watching usually 4 different things or paying attention to them.
Right.
And you have your flow, whether you know it or not, whatever you're there. And this affects everybody's flow. That's all I'm saying. So it'll be interesting to hear over the next few weeks what people decide to do that are caught in this vortex, that haven't got out of it, earlier.
Lots of love for Spenny's pirate streams, and they're great till they're not.
Yar.
You catch a virus.
Spenny, we've had that discussion before.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's
until
tough.
it's not.
Like I gotta open them up in the back sometimes, and like normally when you open them up, you got to click on them and close an ad, and then click on it and close an ad like a couple times.
10 ads.
And I'll be in the back there, and sometimes the ad will pop up and be like, sexy milfs in the area. Yeah. I'm walking around back there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's during heavyweights, so that's loud.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lorena Rios, Bally Sports still on Spectrum as well. I did read, too, they re-upped their deal with Cox. Pause.
Nice.
That's Florida, right?
I forget where they are. I don't know. I can't keep it all straight.
I've had it, so I think it's.
I can't keep it all straight. But that's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is this: you're going to turn on the TV today, and the Tiger. You're going to see just a screen that says Bally Sports is no longer available on Xfinity.
Yeah,
and that's what it is.
Bums.
And it's a sign of the times. And people are saying, sports should be on local TV for free anyway. If you owned a team, are you taking $45 million? Or are you taking zero?
Yeah.
You know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My problem with, and real cream of wheat's like, you chose violence. I didn't choose violence with it.
It's the truth.
It's just the truth, guys. Like, why don't we just cut the shit and drill down on it?
Hey, you said it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, man. I just hate the blackouts on ESPN Plus. I hate the blackouts on MLB Network because Bally's owns those local rights, guys. That's what they paid. That's what they paid $7 billion for.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be that way, man. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what it is. So. Yeah, speaking of the Tigers, yesterday, split the doubleheader with the Cardinals. And look, KG, with the Tigers, I had an epiphany yesterday when I was driving.
Oh, I want to hear this one.
I did.
Okay.
The Detroit Tigers are going to win this division.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The Detroit Tigers, I'm saying it right here. What is today?
Whoa.
May 1st.
Holy shit.
The Detroit Tigers are going to win the division this year.
And what made you come around, Neal?
Because they are having one of the more charmed seasons I've ever seen in my life.
That is facts.
Because they are rolling out there and getting 14 strikeout performances from John Flaherty.
Yep.
Now, ultimately, they lost that game.
Which is crazy.
But they came back and they won the second game.
By a lot.
Right. Which they were losing in that game, too.
Mm-hmm.
They have these comebacks, D-Mac, that you can't explain.
Unsustainable.
But, D-Mac, we're in May, and they're still doing it.
I love the fact that A.J. Hinch comes out. Like, this, guys, you realize this is unsustainable. And they keep doing it in different ways. And, yeah, it's frustrating. Because when I was sitting there texting you guys, texting the thread in real time as 12 Ks, 13 Ks, 14 Ks, like stuff like this, he was, dealing with stuff like that. But you brought it up. Too, Neal, is that old team energy, right? That was his old team. When you get that is something. I want to mention that. But I think it's more important where this team's at that he had that start. And yeah, they need to run support him and stuff like this. But were we not expecting? And I'm not going to expect career high and for everybody else, but out of Mieta and Flaherty, who are your big, free agent pitching side, like this is what you needed. So you can sort of hopefully he builds on it. And it really looked like, Neal, last night that the catcher, Kelly, could put down whatever he wanted because they were swinging at
everything.
Like he had him so off balance. And even, what I like to say is that his last two guys that he faced were two of the most dangerous hitters in the major leagues. Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt, and he set him down. So to me, it's confidence. And yeah, you hate losing that game because you hate losing that effort. But look at what this team does, right? They bounce back. We're able to split the doubleheader and say what you want. I think that one of the things when we're talking, obviously the Almago update, and we're going to talk about Torque and stuff. But Riley Green seems to start getting it. You look at Perez getting called up both sides of the plate. Going long. So there's some good spots in this team. And
it's this.
I don't think you're out of line. I think you're not out of line because what was the biggest thing? This is the last point. Yep. Biggest thing that we needed to find out. You can't start 5-15 like you've done the last few years, and you didn't, and you haven't. So
got to hit it.
Put yourself in the right. What are the standings at right now, Neal?
And as I pull it up right now to take a look, and Cleveland's like playing out of their mind.
Yeah,
they're playing absolutely.
You got to think they're gonna come back down to earth a little bit.
The Tigers are 18 and 13. Or excuse me, the Tigers are 17 and 13. They're in third place. They're 2.5 games back of the Guardians, who are 19 and 10. The Royals are 18 and 13, and the Twins are 16 and 13. The Twins are 9 and 1 in their last 10, by the way. So here they come. But the moral of the story is this. It's a charm season. While you can't continue to do this, I looked at their lineup in game one when they had the batting lineup graphic. The 5 through 9 hitters, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Over half the lineup, 5 through 9, was hitting 220 or worse. Anchored by Parker Meadows, who gets a hit 9% of the time.
He's back.
Is Parker Meadows back?
You got a hit.
But D-Mac, here they are. At some point, at some point, those you can't have 5 hitters that are 220 or worse in a major league lineup. It won't happen. It can't happen. It will not happen. Those guys will not all be 220 or worse the rest of the way. Yeah. They won't. They can't.
3 of them will get over that. You'll
get 2. Somebody else that can. Either way.
No, the way that they're doing it is they're not doing it optimally. Look at how we're talking about arguably their best player. We got question marks. I mean, I saw people in the chat question, is Torque's hitting affecting his fielding? Because we've seen him make some.
He's in his head.
Routine. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Kenny, I think that's what it is. And a lot of times, a guy like Torque is going to press do overwork. You know what I'm saying? Like press too hard. So, but you bring up a great point, Neal. That's just a great argument to why I think you're right that they will win this division.
Because it has to. The hitting has to turn around. It doesn't have a choice.
Right. And look at what they've done.
And it doesn't have to be those guys.
Yeah.
Remember that. It doesn't have to be these guys to figure
5
it
through
out.
9 will
somebody
not be
else,
this.
right? Because AJ Hint's gonna, march upstairs to Scott Harris and go, "Yo, bro." Whether it's bringing somebody up from the minors or whatever else, but you can't have that. When does that stop? Couple more weeks?
Well,
you get
today
6 weeks.
I was listening to AJ Hinch on the other network that has to pay for their content to be good. I was listening to him talk, and he said today, I'm putting Meadows. We're giving him the day off. Wenzel Perez is starting today.
He should,
and that is what he will do. And that's why, I sell. That's why I sell AJ Hinch so much.
Right, because what did next guy up? And if you're producing, I'm going to put you in, and I don't hold it account. And I like the fact he's trying to let. And the 2 guys that come to mind are Parker Meadows and Cole Keith, right? But they're still young.
Yeah.
Maybe they need some seasoning. But if you have a guy like Perez come in and get hot or whatever like that, then that makes that decision really easy.
Absolutely. No, and it is. It's inexplainable how they are where they are right now because they have no business being where they are right now.
Sure.
And it's got to get better, but they're here right now. And I know the pitching, by definition, the pitching has to come back to earth to some degree. And it will to some degree, but the hitting will make up for that. They're here now.
Yeah.
Like they're here. It's May and they're here. So we'll see how it shakes out.
It's gonna be May.
It's going to be May, no doubt.
May.
But there is another Tigers point I want to get to after D-Mac tells you about Lady Jane.
Oh, absolutely. Check out my flow. You can have it like me or Neal or anybody else, because awesome is when a guy can get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircut for Men. Stop in, sit back, relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
Sports and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts, professional technicians. Take the time to recommend secure and automated solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. Know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. But I need you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. Business, pleasure. Guardian doesn't care. They just want you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of ruining your fans' viewing experience, Bally.
Hey, stay in the win column, Kenta Maeda. Pick it up. Let's go.
Anything, KG?
What he said.
All right, Guardian Alarm, Electric Security Experts, tell Big D Energy we sent you.
All right. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Spencer Rackstar, and of course KG as well, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. But I made the proclamation May 1st, the Detroit Tigers are winning this division, because you can't win games the way they've won games through the first month of the year and not stick around. Because there's no way your 5 through 9 hitters can continue to be under 200.
Mm-hmm.
It can't happen. It cannot happen. It will not happen.
It won't.
Whether it's them or somebody else. The bottom line is, it will not happen. It's glad that we're a month in, because I can make these, proclamations / tell you these epiphanies. I got another one for you guys.
Okay.
All right? I said during the break, it's time to do this, and it might not quite be time yet, but if he gets to 140 games, I think it's time to do the Ronald Acuna thing with Riley Green.
I ain't mad at you.
I think it's time to do that. I think it's time to say, all right, 110 for 7, 110 for 8. Because Ronald Acuna, who is arguably the best player in baseball.
I don't think it's arguable, but go ahead.
You know how people are.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got to say arguably, then I can say it without saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's the best player in baseball, but arguably means you can't say anything to me.
Yeah.
So arguably the best player in baseball, who makes $12.5 million a year, who signed his contract at, I believe it was age 23. 8 years, $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
So he is locked up. He's on a club option at age 29 and 30 for $17 million a year.
Nice.
Wow.
That's it.
Smart.
And he's a free agent at 31. Now, Acuna, it's tough, man, when you're 22 and someone puts $100 million in front of your face.
He's going to take it.
You can think you're good all you want, but it's $100 million.
Right, the guarantee. And it's baseball,
and it's guaranteed.
so the contracts are guaranteed and stuff like that. I think you brought up a great point when it comes to Riley Green, because you expect Riley Green to be one of your two offensive, defense every day, catalyst that, pictures on the
Because
Tiger.
he's above this shit, this 215 shit. Like, he's above it.
Here's the whole thing. You nailed the one thing, right? Where we see him, what he's doing now with the home runs and the contact and the defense and play. That's Riley Green. The only thing we don't know, and this is why I believe that you said it, correct me if I'm wrong, but 140 games because he gets to that durability. The only thing we're worried about with Riley Green is his durability. He gets to that point, shows you, that's behind us. Then I wouldn't be surprised if he signs for $15 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 7 for 15 at 105, or like stuff
whatever
like that.
The number is,
right? The securities and stuff like that. And I'm lockstep to you. So if that's at the end of the season, but just so within the next 8 months to a year, you would expect something. Maybe in the offseason next year. It's not pressing, but yeah, he's a guy. I agree, Neal. I agree from what I've seen with him. The only thing that I need to see is durability.
Yeah.
And there it is. And they did this to a lesser degree with Colt Keith.
And you know what the little thing was, and I noticed it yesterday, because the way that you're going to either use him 140 games in the field and then DH him the rest, because he DH'd in that first game yesterday and he looked locked in. Even though he took a strike, and I was sitting down there and that pitch was outside, Riley. It was outside. You got screwed, bro. But you know what? He's the one guy, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking torque. We still need more to see from him, but Riley Green is that one guy on this team.
I have no more baseball concerns about Riley Green.
It's
no
just
more.
health, like he said.
Just health now. But I'm willing to gamble.
But you don't have non-baseball concerns. The only concern you have is durability, correct?
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
And you want to get ahead of the curve.
And look, KG, let's be fair. This organization has shown you this is how they're going to operate. Like, when we missed it as a collective of fans, and I didn't do a good enough job of calling attention to it. When they did the Colt Keith deal, they weren't under the gun. They didn't have to do that with Colt Keith.
Absolutely not.
But what were they looking to do? They were looking to do the Colt Keith version of the Acuna thing.
Yep.
That they have 3 club options for Colt Keith at 28, 29, and 30 for $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Like, that's
and think about Colt Keith cracking into the majors to have that security or guarantee to find your way out of it. You don't have to worry about it. That's a great deal for him. Hopefully, we're talking about Colt Keith. I don't believe we'll be at the same as Acuna, but along those lines as value, right? There's value there as he gets better because you think he's going to get better.
They believe in him.
Yeah, because Colt Keith is not a free agent till 2031. So you saw them do it with that. I think that they'll do the same with Riley Green, and you need to, because that's how this organization is going to do business going forward. So this is not. We need to put the old Mike Ilitch stuff. We need to put that away.
Yeah,
that's dead and gone. And
he's
it's not
around
back
anymore, guys.
Yeah,
no more Wild West spending.
It's never happening again. So this is the way. So KG, like when you say, well, Neal, welcome. It's good to see you and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out ways within this construct of how it's like realistic shit.
Yeah.
It'd be easy for me to say, who do you want the Tigers to trade for? 313. That's the other networks do that shit.
Right.
I don't do that lazy shit. I'm trying to work a way in a construct that is realistic. That's my path with Riley Green.
Yeah, and it's a smart path to take because at this point, he is looking more so like one of your cornerstones than your first-round pick.
He's the best player in this organization.
Yeah. So, and then we still got a lot of questions about torque, so I would definitely go to Riley Green route if he can stay healthy, like you said.
Right. Woodward Sports chat thread, Burn, Neal, in all caps. Kids, Neal said it's happening. Dust off the Bless You Boys shirts. We're going to the World Series. I never said the World Series.
Get your division champs out.
They're winning this division. Steve O'Baby, Neal, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I believe you. This Tigers team can make some noise. Guys, you're hearing what you want to hear. They are winning this division.
Neal thinks they're going to win the World Series.
Yeah, hey, guys in the back, when you put the clip out, Neal Ruhl says Tigers win the World Series.
He came a long way from 74.
Like they did the other day with, Aiden Hutchinson. Neal says Aiden Hutchinson's not living up to expectations.
You came a long way from 74 wins and then 79, what you changed it to. So
yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's how
Riley Green is the MVP.
Yeah, of Major League Baseball. Neal says Riley Green is Ronald Acuna.
I'll tell you what. Riley Green is going to be an all-star. Tariq Skubal is going to be the all-star starter.
Yep.
And we might have a bullpen all-star, too. It'd probably be Jason Foley. So the Tigers are going to have 3 starters on all 3 levels of the game, and it's going to be awesome. When's the last time we had a position player all-star?
Can't even remember.
Well, I don't count Miguel Cabrera's
Prince.
When they gave to him.
Prince Fielder, maybe?
Maybe Castellanos, maybe.
Damn.
Castellanos made an all-star team, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But they had to take one.
Yeah.
They had to take somebody.
And this is going to be deserved. Like, Riley Green deserves this all-star.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Spenny, you said would be deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Continued pace.
You guys are the best, man. Detroit Dabber. Neal says it's Tigers car flag season.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
Do
that
they
one
have
out there.
Tiger car flag?
Let's go Red
There's
Wings
gotta be some out
Sparty.
there.
I agree with what Neal said. Tigers are winning 100 games and El Mago is back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You had
Jesus
this covered,
Christ.
You took too long. You had it coming.
Broder. Neal, stop saying I expect a little more and being so negative.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a little more. But I'm a criminal.
Don't we all?
To the tune of 1 million Twitter views, I'm a criminal.
You know what you brought up? Like the great points or whatever.
David Sparkman. Neal said Javi will win the batting title.
Oh, shit.
Low key. Where did they plant their flag in this organization moving forward? Scott Harris.
Scott Harris, man.
No. Where did he plant it? He planted it in Cole Keith.
He did.
They plant, like, I know Scuba's going to get paid but there's question marks for about Mize and Manning and are they going to come back from injury, whatever, Riley Green, whatever. Scott Harris went out and locked down minor league second baseman or draft kick or whatever for the future, right? Like, am I reading that correctly, Neal, as far as, like, that's the locked in term, the Miguel Cabrera deal, except a lot less money, but term-wise, he's got longest term for this team. Like, that's how much they believe in this kid. Yeah. And we're always worried about Torque and Green and these guys playing, but a little bit into Scott Harris is that planning ahead this way. And that's that new baseball because, like you said, why wouldn't you follow the Braves? Why wouldn't you follow how all these teams do it for these 7 years, $100 million? Like, that's spending money, but that's spending good money.
Yes.
Honorary U of M dad. Neal, if you talk constructs, you'll lose 70% of the chat. No, I want to give you a path within the way they work in reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out ways here, man. Hey, now, keep smoking that herb, Neal. Is it crazy to, like, for real, guys, 5 through 9 will not hit 200 the rest of the, like, I did that. Like, the combined average of the 5 through 9 hitters was like 168.
Yeah.
Won't happen the rest of the way.
It's not good.
Can't happen.
But look at what they've done without having consistent offense.
And that's my point. Like, at some point, they're gonna.
Mm-hmm. And once our third base gets healthy, whether it be Ibanez or Gio Urshela in there, that's another 260 guy, 270 guy you could put in the lineup, so that bumps guys down. So instead of having Parker Metters, Jake Rogers both hitting 120 at 7 or 9, you have a 250 guy.
Gio Urshela out there. Yeah, and you have a pro.
Yes.
Like, you have a pro, not a kid. Yes. And the other angle of that is, with Skubal, you have an ace. Mm-hmm. Like, you have a streak stopper. You lose 3 games in a row, Skubal's pitching, you win the game.
Yeah.
Like, those are the pieces that good teams have that we haven't had forever. Like, I know, again, we forget how this stuff works. Those are the pieces of a team because somebody says, chill out, dude, it's a long season. Yeah, but these are the checkpoints of how you win in a long season.
May 1st, we haven't been here with a winning record or in the snip. We're usually all out of it. It's usually 5-13 at this point or stuff like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
before we cut to the break, DNC ENT, you're on this all the time. What are the Tigers' odds to win the division right now?
Plus 450.
Oh, they are?
Plus 3,000 to win 100 games.
So plus 450. So that juice is gone up a little bit.
It has, yeah.
I would be very comfortable with that. 4.5 to 1.
And especially with why you're in the position you are, because 9 out of 10 games the Twins have won or the Cleveland's been hot.
Yeah,
These
Cleveland
teams aren't going to stay hot.
Again, I know that I know we're late for the break. And I know, too, when I talk about constructs, I lose some of the people. Cleveland will have a regression to the mean, and the Tigers will have a progression to the mean, especially in the back of the lineup.
Yep.
That's it, everybody. Swiss Insurance. It's a progression to the mean.
Absolutely. Now more than ever, it is critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. So why not do it with Swiss Insurance and make sure your carrier is not slipping in extra fees. Call my buddy Mark today, 313-530-1698, or go to SwissINS.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness, the official studio sponsor of Woodward Sports and all around the best gym in the gym game. If you guys are still looking for a gym to join, let me tell you this. I've been a member at Planet Fitness myself for over 3 years. I've accomplished every fitness goal I've ever had in my life at Planet Fitness. Why is that, you ask? Because they have everything you need. Tons of cardio equipment, tons of weight equipment, a 30-minute circuit if you're in a hurry, clean facilities, you go take a shower, great locker rooms, all of it, everybody. And it's the best. It's one of the best deals out there. Like, forget gyms. It's one of the best deals out there. $1 down, $10 a month. That'll get you into your home club. You need a little more flexibility. Black Card membership. $1 down, $24.99 a month. You go to any Planet Fitness in the world. Hard stop. And you can bring a guest with you, too. Think about that, guys. Come on now. Price of everything's going up. Not Planet Fitness. Always the same. The best value out there, folks. Go to planetfitness.com. Join there. There's over 50 in the Metro Detroit area. Pull in the parking lot. Join there. It's Planet Fitness, Mr. Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Yay, yay. Pulling up on hour number 2 of the show. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. D-Mac is here. My name is Neal Ruhl. KG is here. Spencer Raxter's here. All of you hearing what you want to hear from the show. DNC-ENT, Tigers World Series plus 6,000. That's a get right, you said, Neal? Yes. Yeah, go all the way in. Take the kids' college fund, put it on the Tigers to win the World Series. I made the proclamation they're going to win the division.
You did.
Because
finally.
the 5 through 9 hitters are hitting a combined 170 and they're winning games. And that can't continue. It can't continue. Look, I know Winfield Perez is on like a Chris Shelton type heater right now. I understand that. DNC-ENT to make the playoffs plus 175, division plus 450. That's the play right now. Plus 4, because I liked it at plus 350. I love it at plus 450.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the move. Put a 20 spot on it. Get you about $100.
Yep.
So go ahead. Go in for it. Crazy Clown. The youngsters are coming up soon. Jace Young, Jackson Jobe, and everybody else. Get ready. Nicholas Duncan. I bring Big D Energy as my guest to Planet Fitness. Lorena Rios. Neal, Big D Energy show has a much better vibe without Sam Flannel. I don't know about that.
We love Sam here.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't like poutine.
I know.
Pat's got a much better vibe. without Lorena
Poutine
Rios.
doesn't like flannel, Kenny. Can we get it straight?
Yeah.
He didn't have the choice.
That's-
Poutine did not choose him.
Correct.
Yeah. I will say this, like the skin pigment is a little better on this show without Sam Flannel. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
Right?
Absolutely. Pasty.
Dude's got the John Stockton thinks that Sam Flannel's pasty, you know?
Tilda Swinton thinks Sam Flannel's pasty.
Sam Flannel, the pasty gangsta. No, but that's what it is. Subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast as well. Jake, Neal, you just said put your house on the Tigers to win the World Series. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what I said.
The chat is exuding a lot of tone, so you should recognize that.
I said go in on it, man. Plus 450 is good value.
So is their leader, Kenny.
I know, right?
So is
It's
the
been a
guy
tone
driving
master,
the boat.
man. I love
That's all tone.
Love seeing them get it back.
Yes. Remember Akil
Sam know nothing about that.
Remember Akil Badu's rookie season? I do. You may see Akil Badu here.
You may.
I would not be surprised if he's been hitting the ball pretty well.
And you know what?
And Parker Meadows. doesn't know how to
Parker
hit the ball.
Meadows.
I can't have 090 in the lineup. Can't have it anymore.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Because you can't steal for. I don't care how many bases you steal. Doesn't do you any good if you don't get on base.
Definitely can't go another month with that. So yeah.
No, you're a team that's in a battle for a division title. You can't. It's a disservice to have somebody hitting 090 out there in center
Doing
field every
yourself a
day.
disservice.
So, and this is me saying this, who is not an Akil Badu supporter, because I don't see a future with the Tigers being good with Akil Badu being on the team. But right now, in the spot,
Him or Malloy is a better option.
Whoever.
Yeah, is a better option.
they're not
than
an
Parker
090
Meadows.
hitter.
Yeah.
Like, that's it, man. That's it. That's all, as we do like to say on here. MPWMU, flannel is a sandpaper. Now, this isn't becoming a DMAC. This isn't becoming a Bash Sam Flannel segment.
Sam bashing.
We love flannel.
We do.
I've never had poutine. Where do you get poutine? Is it only in Canada?
Is
no, go to Detroit Wing Company.
Oh,
and
they
get
do
there.
poutine.
Right, go down the road right there.
Right
And
next
get
to Planet Fitness.
And get
Maple
the,
Road.
and get the
They got
get their
poutine?
the best poutine outside of Montreal.
Wow.
Nice.
Facts.
Now, that's DMAC. That's a bold
I've
statement.
had it a million times, and it is absolutely consistent.
It's been stamped by
That's-
D-Mac.
The gravy
He's
is
standing on business
the
right now.
gravy is consistent. The cheese is phenomenal.
Like, he's selling it, and he's not moving eye contact. Like, he's locked in with the eye
No,
contact.
you know when I'm serious
I know.
when
I
I'm
know when
playing.
you're serious, yeah.
No, Spenny, like if you're gonna go and anybody out there, shout out
Yeah, it's right down the
Shout
street.
out to the Detroit Wing Company. They do the best. Darren McCarty, the best outside of Montreal.
Hey, everybody clip that, put it on Twitter, tag Detroit Wing Company, tell them Big D Energy wants to sample their poutine live on air.
Yes.
Shout out.
I'm so with that.
Because I'm broke, but I would eat poutine for free.
We always looking for sponsors.
Yes.
Yes. Robert Colosia, new guy Kenny bringing the urban edge.
Can't call him that anymore.
Right. What?
Spaz Flannel can only be handled in small doses. Tomorrow, spin the block with KG.
It
It's not
is.
new guy Kenny anymore. We got new guy
Yeah,
Justin.
let's address that. I'm KG now.
KG now, 100. You're seasoned.
I am.
But spin
we
the
got
block
new guy
tomorrow.
Yes.
I can't wait.
He's going to educate all of us on the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef.
Don't know nothing about that.
I'm gonna go listen to it on the way to golf,
Oh, yeah.
and then I won't know what's going on until I get Kenny to fill me in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Steven
But
Sirer-
I like the fact that you guys were all fired up about it.
Oh, yeah.
Right, because it broke yesterday during our show, and we had some comments and stuff. So
Steven Siret says, Spenny looking for free food. Always, brother.
Aren't we all, though?
Yeah.
Food just tastes better when you get it for free.
100%.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do this. Let's take the break. It's a Top 5 Wednesday, by the way.
Oh, forgot.
Top 5 potato chips.
I forgot.
Some entertaining,
Yes,
some
top
entertaining lists.
I was liking D-Mac's list. A lot of similarities with me and D-Mac's list.
I almost put Chipper Jones on my list.
Chipper Jones. Where's he at now?
It's your list.
I don't know. I think he's an analyst for.
I think DMAC gave honorable mention to the show chips.
Yeah, he did.
So I think that one's on there. It's our
Chippendale-
little step outside the sports
Chippendales.
realm. Yeah. Don't worry, everyone. We're going to bounce back strong with Lions Draft Talk. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Ride with me through a top 5 list that's kind of fun and something we all look forward to. Top 5 potato chips. I think you'll like my list as well. So let's get into that when we come back. Figer Law, everybody. After an accident, people need a lawyer more than any other time in their lives. Folks, it gets real and it gets serious. So make Figer Law your first call. 1-800-A-WINNER. 1-800-A-WINNER. Their team of trial lawyers will get you the money you deserve. Figer Law, all we do is win.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
What's good, man? How you doing? What you got for me today? Let's have a look, man. I see the one I want right there. That's the one I'm looking for.
Welcome to the winner's circle, Blake.
Hey.
Figer Law. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. There's 18 Feldman Automotive locations, so you know there's one close to you. And guys, it's not just Chevys, not just Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Ford, Kia, whatever you're looking for, Feldman Auto has you covered. The car buying experience is second to none. And look, guys, little dirty secret for you. The cars are pretty much the same everywhere. What sets it apart? How you're able to buy them. Get in the dealership, get out of the dealership with your new car. Feldman's goated on the sticks at it, everybody. We've been out there a lot, got to know the people. They're high level. Make sure you catch Woodward Sports Network. We'll be out there broadcasting as well. Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Go to feldmanauto.com. All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Nicholas Duncan, top 5 tater chips. Yes, that is what we are doing, as a matter of fact. Why is it a top 5 list, Spenny?
Because it's half as boring as the top 10 list.
Absolutely. We get in, we get out, everybody. Anybody looking to go first?
I'll go first.
Spencer Raxer. I would think that you would enjoy this list. What was your experience with the top 5 potato chips?
It was pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. It was a good list.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
It's fun, damn it.
I already see people talking shit, man.
Really?
Yeah, about one of my list members.
Uh-oh.
But I don't care. This is my list, and it's not yours. So my top 5 potato chips list. At number 5, I have OG Pringles.
Oh, my God. I forgot about Pringles.
The OG Pringles, you throw, like, come on now. You can't beat those. Yeah. They come in a cylinder. What other chips come in a cylinder? And they're just good. I love some Pringles.
Number 6 on my list, because, Spenny, you might have the same problem.
Yeah.
They could make them a little bit wider.
Could make it a
my
little
hand
wider. Yeah.
gets stuck in there.
Fair.
Right? Because I know you can pour them up. No.
But who wants to do that?
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah, you
is
gotta
that
pour
is the
'em down.
negative.
Pour
No,
'em
I
down.
understand that, but when you're like, I agree with you. But that's why they were
I like to
6
reach
on
in
my
the
list.
can as well.
I love some
My
Pringles.
hand's too big.
Yeah.
What's your
I got
thickest
small
stack?
hands in my can.
Thickest stack? Oh, you could do at least 5.
That's what's
Yeah.
your usual
Wait,
stack?
Normally
Brett?
like 3.
3 is your
Wait,
play?
Yeah.
little stack?
Yeah. At a time. Pop it at a time.
8, 9.
Yeah,
Jesus
you gotta-
Christ.
They're Pringles,
You
bro.
got to put half the can in your mouth. Come on now.
God,
Pause.
what do you got? Like, I mean, and they're good. All right, sorry.
All right, number 4, I got the Doritos, the spicy sweet chili Doritos.
call.
That's a little exotic.
Purple
Nuggets?
bag.
Yep.
Best.
No, those are
I think
good.
they're the best.
Acquired
Doritos.
taste.
I saw the spicy nacho. Those are my second favorite Doritos. But the spicy sweet chili, love those. Number 3, I got the Better Made sweet barbecue chips.
All right.
Love just a classic bag. You know, it's got
It is
all
classic.
the pomp and flair on it. But I love barbecue chips. I think Better Made has the best sweet barbecue chips. And then at number 2, I got the Ruffles loaded baked potato because I do like Ruffles chips. They're definitely, you know, I like the
Texture-wise,
ridges, the
yeah.
texture-wise, they're good. And the loaded baked potato are, I think, the best Ruffles out there. And then at number 1, I have the future of chip. If you haven't had them, go have them. The Cheez-It Grooves white cheddar. I could eat a whole family-sized box of Cheez-It Grooves. They're so good. It is like in between a Cheez-It and in between a
Like
potato
a wheat
chip.
thin almost.
It's right in the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah, and I think they're the perfect chip.
I can confirm they're good as hell.
Lots of love for poker chips, paint chips.
Paint chips are a good one.
Asbestos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I do actually. Fuck, I forgot about it. The kettle cooked honey mustard chips are insanely good. That definitely would have made this list. I forgot about that.
All right.
No, hey, man, it shows you it's a good list.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah.
Honey mustard kettle cooked chips.
Yeah, but hey, rock solid, Spenny. I expected no less from you.
Thank you.
Expected no less from you. James Brown. Ruhl says Tigers win World Series. Javi wins a Triple Crown. Mason Leach pushes back, says Pringles suck. Lay's stacks are better.
I don't think I've ever had Lay's stacks. But
Nobody had.
The chips they sell in Dollar Tree? Are you kidding me?
Nobody had.
Don't ever disrespect Pringles like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pringles are goat.
What's wrong with my man?
I'm with you. Rocks. Justin from North Carolina. No kettle chips. No kettle chips.
Kettle cooked chips would definitely have been 5 if I. Like I said, the honey mustard kettle cooked chips are crazy good.
All right, KG, you running it next?
Yes, I will bat second.
All right, let's go.
Vincent E. talking about Takis.
Hold on. Did we use this photo before or no?
Yes.
Oh, we have.
I've only uploaded like 2 photos, so yes, we have used this before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, don't we put them side by side with flannels when he does this?
Isn't this when you were in Cleveland?
No, this is when I was a vendor for Comerica Park.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
So,
what'd you sell again?
hot dogs, beer, you name it, I sold it all.
Oh, you
Summer
all right.
Shandy, I was making a killing on that Shandy.
I know.
Oh, man. Love me some Sunday.
It's like the only place I drink summer shandy.
Yeah,
for real.
and it hits so good during the day.
Because of the sunlight.
It's the hot dog of beers at the ballpark.
It is, absolutely.
No doubt. All right, let's go.
Nonetheless, my top 5 list. Number 5, Munchos.
Yeah.
And I know D-Mac will appreciate these. Munchos, the perfect lightweight chip, perfect amount of salt. They just hit so good, man.
Oh, sorry, I don't want
No, you good. That red bag is classic, man. As a kid, I used to love just going to get that big red bag, $2, man. But at number 4, spicy nacho Doritos. Now, any type of Doritos are normally good.
Except for Cool Ranch.
You don't like Cool Ranch?
I don't like Cool Ranch either.
They're overrated.
They give me a headache.
I can see overrated.
They're
but they
fine, but they're not this legend. There are 8 brands of Doritos that I would have. That would be the last brand of Doritos.
I agree.
Exactly.
That would be the last one.
And to me, nacho is absolutely better than Cool Ranch.
Yes.
But
All the
no
way.
offense to Cool Ranch. But yeah, spicy nachos, my favorite variation of Doritos, but you can't go wrong with Doritos.
Spicy nachos are great.
In general. Number 3, Chester's Hot Fries. Better than Hot Cheetos.
Facts.
These things are crack. As a kid, I would just buy and buy and buy.
Are those the old
and buy
Andy
these
Cap
chips.
hot fries?
Don't disrespect Chester's.
No,
like
Chester's got his own hot fries. They're better.
So, like that, but they're a different brand.
and better.
Because I used to smash the Andy Cap hot fries back when I was a young buck.
But Andy Cap hot fries are the light skins of the hot fry game. So you were eating very light
little
skinned
Thursday
chips.
on a Wednesday, Neal.
Yeah.
So would Munchos qualify as light? I was actually thinking this with the Munchos. Or do they qualify as light skin chips?
No, that's a dark skinned chip.
Okay, gotcha. All right, proceed.
I know it don't make sense right now.
D-Mac goes, yes.
Number 2 on this list, jalapeno kettle cooked chips.
Those are so good.
I haven't had a bad kettle cooked jalapeno chip or just
they are the pizza of chips.
Any kettle cooked chip, really. But Jimmy John's kettle
I can
cooked.
only eat a few.
Yeah, seriously.
They got some bite to them.
Yeah, the ones you brought in were really good. Those homemade ones, those were really good. Fire, man. But jalapeno kettle cooked chips, but any kettle cooked chip will do. And at number 1, I know it's plain. I don't give a damn. There is nothing better than a fresh bag of Lay's original chips.
Only the big ones when you first open the bag. The crumbs down at the bottom.
Oh my God, yes. I just love that crisp, man, of biting into a fresh bag of the Lay's original, man. That's the best.
I'm with you on that.
But that's my top 5 list, man.
Rock solid.
Thank you.
There's not going to be a bad list.
No.
It's not.
I get the
There's
feeling.
so many good chips out there.
Absolutely. D-Mac.
All right. Honorable mention. I told you already, but to Ponch and John on
The original Chips.
The original Chips.
TV show.
Yes, actors. But Munchos, actually, I reached over and picked it up to look at the spelling because I had Munchos and me numbered 5. Love them. Absolutely
I'm
love
loving
them.
your number 5, though. This is slept on.
Kettle, so to me, kettle corn chips, original, plain to whatever like that, have them too. Just love the crunch, love the salt on them. Sorry. Number 5 is all dressed.
Slept on.
All dressed is more
good.
Canadian.
Yeah, those are good though.
Right? And that's the one, the Canadian, and it's like
I think we figured this out when somebody sent. I think Sandy sent in the baked potato.
No, she sent in the
bacon sour cream ones from Canada.
Oh, God.
I think that we need to address that Canada has the potato chip market cornered.
Yes, they do.
It's a different.
Seriously.
It's different. So all dressed, the kettle chips, plain, whatever. Munchos, salt and vinegar, Can't go wrong. Salt and vinegar.
I used to eat them so much as a kid. I don't eat them as much now, but
And then chili cheese, Frito corn chips.
Yeah,
chili cheese. I will eat like Spenny, like you said, with your Cheez-Its. I will sit there with the bag and those are.
That's the only type of Fritos to me.
And I bet, and out of all those, the only ones I don't have in my house is all dressed.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Spenny?
I like the Fritos barbecue twists too. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Fritos, I think they get undervalued.
I don't like regular
Fritos.
But the chili cheese ones are really good, and the barbecue twist ones.
But if you have dip, I think Fritos are greater than chips with dip.
Fritos like great as a complimentary, like the chip. Yeah. So you can work with it, either use it as a dip or put it, even crush it down. And a lot of people make a 7-layer nacho dip with a layer of Frito base, so you get the crunch and all that stuff, even when you're dipping in.
You got to bring me some all dressed from Canada, because the only ones I've had is the Ruffles version, but those were really good.
Yeah, so, I'll get some either sent over. I'm heading over there next weekend.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So hook a brother up.
Hoof-hearted.
I got you, brah.
D-Mac's list is best by a long shot, so there's that out there. First Mind, Better Made is hands down better than Lay's. They salty AF. LOL.
I'm not a fan of Better Made.
Well, then you better not look at my list. FJ 1967. Interesting. D-Mac didn't put ketchup chips, a Canadian favorite.
You know what? Maybe to your point, Kenny, ketchup chips are my salt and vinegar. Like, as far as I eat so much of them, and I can go to them to, like, if I see them, but I'll only have a couple.
Right.
And it's just sort of like.
Here's an interesting one. Devin the dog. Plain Lay's with hot sauce is goated. What's the hot sauce ratio? How do you deliver it?
I don't know, because I haven't ate mine with hot sauce, but I imagine it's just maybe a few drops.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, just throw some hot sauce in there, shake up the bag.
Or
get Frank's. Put that shit on there.
Yeah.
You can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, my top 5 chip list. Here we go. Number 5, Ruffles. Just for the reasons we talked about.
Yes.
The texture of it, the structural integrity if you're working with dip.
Oh, dude, yeah. Hell of a good dip with some Ruffles.
Bingo. Yeah. See, there you go, man. Now you're working. Now you're working.
French onion dip.
Are there chips that taste better? Certainly they are. But they're not the total package that Ruffles is.
Because the dip structure of a Ruffles has more sustainability than a Lay's or whatever. It's not going to break in. You can go into a little heavier dip, like a French onion.
You can get a little more.
And you're getting it.
Absolutely, and that's where it is. Like the Ruffles as a vehicle, I think, put it on my top 5 list.
Love it.
All right, number 4, any sour cream and cheddar chips, any one, except for the Ruffles with Anthony Davis on the bag.
No Data Davis.
Those ones are always in crumbs. So, they're always broken.
Yeah, those are the flaming hot cheddar Ruffles, I believe you're referring to, the ones with Anthony Davis. So
any chip bag with Anthony Davis on it, I'm not participating.
The Jason Tatums are better. I will.
The Jason Tatums are better for sure.
I got a. After,
they're more durable.
After you're done your list, I have a question for all of the group about a brand.
Okay. Number 3, the baked Lay's sour cream and onion. I'm a big sour cream and onion fan.
Baked Lay's are good, man.
They are.
They are.
Slept on.
And they kind of make you feel like you're eating a little healthier. Even though you're not, but you kind of, you know,
it's a little less
that's
salt.
A Subway. Yeah. That's like a Subway staple.
Yeah, and that's where it derives from. That was always my go-to with Subway.
Yep.
Always.
Staple.
Number 2, Better Made Red Hot Barbecue. This is one of the goats. When I was a young buck.
Yeah.
See that bag?
I was that red bag. I mean, it's one of the best potato chips in the potato chip game.
The first couple sting you, but after that, oh my God.
Then you have to have them. Yeah. You have to keep chasing them, man. You absolutely have to.
I was surprised by number 1 on your list, though. I ain't gonna
Number 1, Funyuns. And D-Mac, that takes me back to a time as a 7-year-old kid. You give me a Saturday night with hockey night in Canada and Toronto losing at home with some Funyuns, and that's a Saturday night to me. Oh, Funyuns, dude. And I still, every now and then, when I'm checking out at the grocery store and they got that little size bag of them, every now and then I'll go in for some.
I'll tell you what, Red Hot Funyuns are slept on when it comes to the Red Hot game.
So good.
They're very good.
Now, I wanted to bring this up. If you guys tried this, and I haven't laid into them enough, but I really do like them because they have the wrap snacks.
Wrap snacks are good.
Yeah, it depends on which
snacks
flavor
are
you
decent,
The
right?
Cardi
But
B ones are
they're
good.
all different types.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say those are the voodoo ones.
Yeah.
Depends on the flavor, but
like
yeah,
wrap
some
snacks.
They
wrap
got
snacks
weird
are
flavors.
good.
I think Cardi B's the cheddar barbecue ones.
Yeah.
It's like a
I
chicken
like
and
those.
waffles. And
The Master P's were good. The Rick Rosses were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuckle Cheese, great list, Neal. Thank you very much. Hoof Hearted, chips with Anthony Davis on the package are only good about half the time.
That's true.
It's a bag with a whole lot of air.
Half man, half a bag of chips. Absolutely.
Do Gardettos count as chips?
Sure, why not?
Because like it's like if you don't know what Gardettos are, they're the just rye chips in Chex Mix, like the Chex Mix rye chips. But it's a bag of just those. And
They're
that's the
basically
best part.
croutons.
Yeah, but it's the best part of the Chex Mix. They're
Grade-
chip-shaped croutons.
Great little circle.
Yeah.
Like warped.
Gardettos are good.
Some love for Sun Chips.
Sun chips are good.
The red Sun Chips, though. It's got to be the red.
I like
bag.
the Harvest Cheddar, the orange ones.
Yeah, but it's not better than
The
that
Sun
salsa,
Chip
though.
bag just makes way too much noise. Like, you know what I mean? The bag of Sun Chips is way too loud.
There are bags that are like that. And it is kind of weird. It's absolutely kind of weird. They're not weird about getting your pet supplies at Premier Pet Supply
No,
Center,
because
though.
Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
What's good, man? How you doing? What you got for me today? Let's have a look, man. I see the one I want right there. That's the one I'm looking for.
Welcome to the winner's circle, Blake.
Hey.
Figer Law. All we do is win.
All we do is win. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? Well, you expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, back at it. We're going to get into some football, everybody. What do you got?
Rich Baldwin said next top 5 list should be top best French fries. That's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one.
There's a lot of French fries out there.
Lock it in.
Yeah, all right.
It's just that simple, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good one.
I already got my list.
I agree with Counselor Colosia. He says the big non-sports are my favorite.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing this segment.
It breaks it up. It's perfect. And why do we do a top 5 spending?
Because it's half as boring as top 10.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's quick. You know, we get 4 of them in one segment.
Yeah.
Like it moves quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's spirited discussion. You guys participate. I think it checks all the boxes.
Great segment.
Absolutely. I do want to get to the NFL draft stuff, of course. I do want to shout out, too. All right, yesterday, I was wearing the hat yesterday, the Birmingham Groves Falcons hat.
Yeah, how'd that go?
They got swept in the doubleheader by Seaholm.
Like, what are the scores?
It's I forget what they were.
6-4, 4-2.
Let me see here.
21-9.
Let's see here.
I think it's a 4. I think after
they lost 7-4 and 12-4.
Okay.
So, but today, game 3 of the series against Seaholm, so a chance to bounce back. Shout out PJ.
PJ's on the
Our
hill.
guy PJ's taking the bump today.
Come on, bring him back. Be
Come
the
on.
Scooble. Stop. Right? You need your ace.
Let's go, PJ.
If they win, I'll wear the hat again tomorrow. All right?
So you got this, PJ.
Yep. 100%, man.
Beat those Seaholm
I wear the
fucks.
hat, win or lose. I told Lance to give me a visor. I'll wear a visor.
Oh yeah.
So, but let's get it done, guys. They're the official sports team of Big D Energy.
They are.
Birmingham Groves JV baseball white. That's
Let's
what
go,
it is.
Groves. Beat Seaholm.
They got a green team and a white team. So that's what it is. But yeah, Spenny had the question, and I've been wanting to get into this because I think it's a good question. I think that we've had versions of this question before. Now that the draft dust has settled, which team got better in the division? Was there a team that kind of changed your viewpoint of them that you said, hey, I wasn't expecting them to do that well. I think they're more of a threat? Because I think it kind of went the way that we kind of all expected it to go, but now that it's there, what's your take on it? You see anything out there, D-Mac, when you looked at what the teams did? Anything that, quote, I don't want to say like scared you or anything like that, but
nothing really scared me. You know, obviously 2 rookie quarterbacks coming into the division, and Williams and McCarty and stuff like that. But I think the glaring thing is that they didn't do anything to really shock me or to think that they, blew the draft. I think they did what, solidified and did.
He also walked into Dallas and won a playoff game first year.
Right, and
he also walked into Dallas and won a playoff game first year.
And the way that he went out, the way Green Bay went out, was sort of he did it to himself more than what Dallas did it to him, right? Turnovers late in the game. He's going to be better. So if there's anyone that I'm concerned about, right, it would be Green Bay, but they were always number 2 on my list to begin with.
And the ammo they had too, right? Like they had their first round, they had 2 seconds, they had 2 thirds, they had 2 fifths, with a 4. Like they just had a monstrous amount of draft picks. And look, like I know we did that, I think as a nickel package or something like that leading up to the draft, because it had escaped my attention until I looked and I was like, because remember we all kind of had that look. We're like, God damn, they have that many picks for real. And I guess if you have to say, did somebody, quote unquote, scare you? I guess the one that caught my attention the most was Green Bay, because they went, they got Jordan Morgan, like they got the big tackle,
safety.
They did the things that we thought that they were going to do. Yeah, they went and got a safety,
linebacker, Adrian Cooper,
middle round running back. They took the spin with that. They got 3 safeties, as a matter of fact, in the draft.
And you went corner.
Yeah, they got 2 offensive tackles. They took a quarterback, too. I missed that one. Michael Pratt, the quarterback from Tulane. He cooked USC. I'm just saying.
Everybody was cooking USC.
Didn't Green Bay do what you thought that Green Bay would do? Because they run a good organization. They draft well. They're improving their team also. But did you think after the draft that they're closer to the Lions, or same? Too early to tell, or you think that they were able to get more value?
I think they are.
Still got a hit on these guys, right?
The Jordan Morgan thing, I think, was a great pick by them. Was a great.
Well, doesn't that right? What's the Bakhtiari? Right, in, out. Is he playing? Is he not?
He's out.
For the for the past 5 years. Right. So, arguably, you're putting in a new guy. You're bringing in a new.
He's your Bakhtiari.
He's your Bakhtiari. He's Jordan Love's Bakhtiari. That's what they're putting. They did a good job of like you said, Neal, drafting their needs also. But I think that for the most part in the NFC, all the teams improved their team, didn't they? I just don't think. Yeah. I think that if you go because of the draft picks they had and the value of the guys that they got, maybe on record it's makes them closer to Detroit. But I think from what we got to the specific players we got and the point we're still ahead of them.
People are excited about this top 5 fries list.
Yeah.
They are going in. They are going in on the list. But yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread, jump into there, get your thoughts out there. And again, I mean, for me, what about you, KG? Am I making sense here with the Packers? Where you at?
I mean, like D-Mac said, and it's kind of a cop-out, but it is what it is. I think every team in the NFC North got better. Minnesota is an interesting case with JJ and Dallas Turner. The Packers, they took a lot of defense, a lot of players that we won't know the names of until 5 years down the line when they're succeeding. Of course, the Bears on paper got better. They got the best quarterback in the draft, allegedly. They got a great wide receiver. But the Lions, I love what they did in that cornerback room, and I love what they did on the offensive line. So I think everybody took a marginal step up, but I still would put us as the top dog. Now, of course, the Packers, you still have to worry about them. Obviously, they made a lot of moves defensively, and that is to counteract our great offense. You know that. So, yeah, they're still the team that I wouldn't say I'm scared of, but you got to pay attention to them. They're here.
I'll tell you guys this too, like just in a reaction to what the rest of the division did, and I as D-Mac said, it was very on brand, and we kind of knew the direction they were going to go. Certainly, we knew that they were going to take Caleb Williams. I thought that I was going to be more concerned about the Bears than I am, and I guess it's probably because, look, I've said this before on the show, the Washington receivers, I don't know how much I buy them.
Yeah.
You know, the Roma Dunzes and those guys. I don't know how much I buy them. So, I mean, just looking at it, and then they go out and they take a punter in the 4th round. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I get it. It's Iowa's punter, the legend. Punting is winning. I understand that.
They got to combat our Jack Fox.
But again, once...
I like Kyrie Jackson a lot.
Oh,
so
I forgot the guy.
I don't think the Vikings draft was as bad as other people do. I think the Vikings made some nice picks.
And you know where I'm at with it. Like, the problem for them is the most important position in sports.
That's true.
And their biggest piece of draft capital, they stepped up to the crap table.
Yeah.
They literally did that. And my issue with it is, in a year where it's Justin Jefferson's walk year.
Yes.
If it were the Arizona Cardinals, per se, that did the JJ thing, or the Carolina somebody like that, I would say.
What else are they going to do?
Yeah.
All right. I would figure out something else.
Not get a quarterback?
Right.
They still got to get their quarterback for the future.
Or take Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Like, what you want to
I mean, yeah.
He was one of the
no
top 3 or 4 QB prospects.
I just don't believe in him, man.
And that's okay.
I don't believe. I haven't seen enough.
You think Bo Nix is going to be a better quarterback than JJ?
Nix went to Denver, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Well, look
But
at you.
This, the situation makes the outcome.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's what this stuff is, man.
Yeah.
D-Mac.
How much better did the North get through the draft?
North's really good.
It is.
Like, right? Remember we were saying before the draft
On
that the
paper,
North
anyway.
has, right? We were saying that coming out party, this is going to be one of the toughest divisions in the league. Well, after the draft, I just think that everybody held serve, so to speak.
Everybody moved up a notch.
Yeah,
so everything stayed in place.
Address their needs to whatever else, and there's a lot of elephants in the room, Neal. Like you said, beyond that with contracts, you know who doesn't have that problem? Us.
Damn right.
Absolutely. That's always been my thing, though, right? Like, your situation becomes your reality. D-Mac, would you have been the same player if you got drafted by the Arizona Coyotes?
Doubt it. Different role.
Yeah.
Different situation.
Different situation, stuff like
You
this.
benefited from your situation.
Absolutely.
Situations do matter.
I benefited by knowing since I was 8 years old the role I could play on this team and what to be. So, yes, absolutely. And that's what a lot of teams have to do.
And it's not that JJ is in the worst situation ever, but I also don't necessarily believe in the situation just with Justin Jefferson and things going around.
Well, it's so high stakes.
It is.
I think he's in a really good situation to thrive. You have a good offensive line. You've got 3 great pass catchers and a running back behind you to take the load. Like, Addison is very good as well. TJ Hawkinson, when he gets back, is a top 5 tight end in the NFL. You've got a great offensive line. Not great, but you've got a good offensive line, and you've got a good running back.
But you have to be good immediately.
And even with all that, you're still the worst team in the NFC North compared to the other ones. I think you got to say that.
The defense is not good. So that's. I think they have a better offense than the Packers, but their defense is not good.
Yeah.
They got some of the best weapons in the NFC North.
And here's the thing, too. Burn brings it up great. The rest of a lot of the North, the Vikings, they're counting on their rookie parlays.
Yes.
Like we're not. Yeah. Like we need some of these rookies to step up, but we've had that through past drafts that we're a veteran team now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's where it is for me. Like there's no adjustment time because of those factors you mentioned. Like they're ready to go now, just like we're ready to go to the break. Tell them about Dispo.
Absolutely. Visit Dispo Dispensary today for deals too good to miss. Meet a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere and shopping experience. Try the freshest inventory for Michigan's largest variety of products. Come through our store or order on Dispo Dash today. Dispo Dispensary, disposhops.com. Your local cannabis plug.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Buying your first Feldman Chevrolet is much more than buying the car that will get you from point A to point B. It's a place for first memories, some big, some small. As she grows, you're not just buying her a Chevy, you're buying into a Feldman family. With more than 700,000 vehicles sold, from generation to generation, Feldman just keeps rolling.
Soroki's is taking over Metro Detroit. They've doubled their locations around the city this past year, so make sure you go get some. They're known for their hand-breaded, hand-fried, beautiful chicken tenders. They got the chicken sandwiches and the New York style pizza, so make sure you go to a mega station near you to get some, or go to Sorokis.com to find where you can find one near you.
Those biscuits that they do at Soroki, I don't know what they do to those things, but I'm concerned.
The biscuits are so good.
I'm concerned that something can be that good. Like I don't know what they do to it, but it is unbelievable.
Any more Sorokis?
I agree.
Just had a slice from there on before the show.
So. I saw you in there.
Yeah.
I saw you in there with it. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you.
We haven't gotten free food delivered to us in a while. We used to get that all the time.
Soroki's hooked it up in the draft, man.
They did.
Hooked it up. It was incredible. I'm a big Nashville chicken guy, too. I enjoy that stuff.
Yeah.
But jump into that chat. Get your thoughts out there as well. Somebody asked about it. Spenny has it on the show sheet. All right, I'll spin it. It's a Red Wings question.
Oh.
And it's a transaction question, so it checks all the boxes. Everybody will love it. Steven Stamkos, D-Mac.
Oh, yeah. Don't hate it. 5 goals in that series. One of the best shooters of all time and stuff like this. It obviously comes down to contract and money and all this stuff. He's been, lifelong guy there. But there's a connection, so stay tuned. Too early to tell.
Yeah.
But those conversations, the same thing with all these conversations are going on, right? Same thing with people asking me about Kane or whatever. I believe that there's something that was started that it'll be back. But, yes, Steven Stamkos is a guy that I'm sure Steve Yzerman will have conversations about, and he knows what this kid's all about. Would he help us with experience on the ice and off the ice and stuff? Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the best leaders in the game.
He'll be 34 next year.
It's young.
When it starts.
He's not Ovi, okay? So he's still, like you said, Ovi's 39. He's 5 years from – he's got 3 big years. Like, that's a guy that could help you get over the edge if that's what you're ready to do. What's it going to cost you? you know you're going to want to pay. And it also depends too. Stamkos has got his Stanley Cups, so he can make a business decision. Like, he can make a decision. Now, I don't know. Listen, I have a place down there in Clearwater Beach, 30 minutes from where all these guys live. I ain't coming off the island.
That's
yeah. I mean,
you don't even have to ask me that question,
dude. I mean, I might look down the street to Florida and say, "Hey, you need my services," but there's got to be a big sell to be able to come back up north. But it's also too, does he feel motivated to bring in, you know, his legacy to help win a championship somewhere else? Because I think he could be an integral part. So we'll see.
People at chat threads on the game about it. Kyle Zweed in all caps, pass, next. Too much money. Let the kids fight for a roster
Well, you
spot.
don't know if it's too much money because here's the whole thing. You go, what's Steve Yzerman's track record? Not overpaying.
Right.
Now, if you say he's going to want too much money, okay, then he's not even on the books. But if there's something to be worked out, which doesn't Steve Yzerman figure a way to work it out with Patrick Kane and trade for DeBrincat and all this different stuff? So I don't think that's a fair statement at this time until we know what Steven Stamkos wants.
JP17. All right. Kane or Stamkos, if you had to choose. Give me the hockey on that, D-Mac.
The hockey's Stamkos.
That's what I thought too.
Hockey's leadership, the hockey, and God bless Patrick Kane, but what Stamkos can do all over the ice. Patrick Kane's unbelievable offensively, but we see lack in the defensive area. Steven Stamkos plays face-offs. He plays all length, all capacities. So he would be, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think he dries up as he's, like, you know, more like a DeBrincat. Plus, you know, like I always say about Dylan Larkin being your 2C. Alex DeBrincat's your 2W, or your winger, or Lucas Raymond, or whatever like that, and you put Stamkos up on the top line and stuff like that's firepower, bro. Like, look at his career goals. Look at his average each year. You know, the fact you said he's 34, right? Like, he's still young. He's been in the league for what, 15 years? You know, like, this is a dude. This is one of those dudes. So
it's interesting. I thought it was a good question.
He's leadership, right? He's got and I'm not saying, like, Patrick Kane is more of a quiet leader, and yes, his influence on Lucas Raymond and all this stuff was impactful. Dylan Larkin, all these guys, right? But Steven Stamkos is that leader. He's in that Steve Yzerman ilk about getting guys to buy in, and because he leads the way.
Stamkos, just for your own benefit, coming off an 8-year, $68 million contract that he signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So there's that.
And who signed him to that deal? Steve Yzerman.
Steve Yzerman signed him to that deal. I
was down there when he did it. And that was the question, was he going to go somewhere else? So we'll see. I mean, there's no better guy to have his finger on the pulse and to, you know, make this happen or not happen to Steve Yzerman. I mean, he knows.
So basically, to kind of put that in context, now I know it was 8 years earlier, so it's more by default. But, you know, dollar for dollar, that's the Larkin deal right now, right? More or less. That's what the Larkin deal is right now. So, you know, again, going back to it, I'm with you. Like, if you're offering up one of the two, I think I would lean towards the Stamkos also.
See, I'm not paying Patrick Kane 8.5. I'm paying Steven Stamkos 8.5.
Right.
There it is.
Stevie Y's not paying either of them 8.5.
I don't think
so. so there's that out there as well. Let's take our final break, come back, get things wrapped up live at the Planet Fitness Studios. You guys know what it is, the best gym in the gym game. Hey, clean facilities, tons of equipment. You go in there and you get your work done and you go on about your day. That's the highest recommendation I can give to you. They got all the weights. They got all the cardio equipment. They got the 30-minute circuit. They got the hydro massage with a black card, just $24.99 a month for a black card. Price has been staying the same, everybody. Everything else is going up, not the cost of Planet Fitness. Set your watch to it, everybody. Go on your computer, go to planetfitness.com. You can join there, pull in the parking lot. There's over 50 of them in the Metro Detroit area. You can join there. Guys, you got to take the first step. Planet Fitness is the step. Trust me. I've been a member there 3 years. I'll never be at another gym. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What's up, guys? Tired of wearing that same old Detroit sports merchandise? It's a new era in sports wearables. New designs, amazing apparel, the ultimate swag. Check out Woodward Sports' latest gear at woodwardsports.com/shop. Hoodies, t-shirts, and hats that are guaranteed to turn heads. Get the latest designs today. woodwardsports.com, click shop. All right, final segment of the show. We did it again. Worked our way through a Wednesday, top 5 Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, Spin the Block with KG. Lots to talk about. He's going to get us all caught up on the Kendrick Drake beef.
Yeah. Ready to go listen to the 6-minute diss track Kendrick put out on Drake, and Kenny will give us what's going on.
Absolutely.
I'll do my best.
Break it down. Where would be the best place to go listen to that?
It's on YouTube. I know that. I'm not sure if they put it on streaming yet.
It's on streaming too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's on Spotify and all that.
Wherever you get
Anywhere.
your streaming music?
Yep.
All right, cool.
It's called Euphoria.
Euphoria? All right.
Which is also a shot in itself, but yeah.
There's layers to this.
It runs deep.
I like it. Anybody else got any? What are you guys going to do if you can't watch a Tigers game today?
Oh, I always can watch the Tigers game. Meth streams, people.
Yes.
Get rid of them few little ads. You good to go.
I'm just saying, though, there's going to be a lot of traffic now.
Oh, my Wi-Fi is
on the
good.
phone with Xfinity right now, bitching at him.
I pay for gig Wi-Fi, so I better not have no problems.
No. I'm saying, like, traffic.
Oh, well, yeah, but it shouldn't affect me. My
Oh,
Wi-Fi
you're
is-
above the law.
My
Okay.
Wi-Fi is good. I'm good in any hood, just like you in the Yak. My Wi-Fi good in any
Me and the
hood.
Yak, KG with his Wi-Fi as well.
We got 2 PS5s in my house. Got to have best Wi-Fi I can get. So
Hell yeah.
DNC-ENT. Know none about that. So there's that one out there.
None about that.
Yep. So there's that one as well. You gonna watch the? We got anything good tonight?
What playoff games are on?
Yeah.
When do the Nuggets Timberwolves start?
That's a good question. Spinny's looking it up.
Yeah, tonight we got Heat Celtics, Mavericks Clippers, and Knights Stars, Kings Oilers.
Okay, yeah, the Oilers looking to take care of the Kings.
Knights Stars, that's a good
2-2.
series.
Yeah, it is. I knew that was going to be a good
Mavericks
series.
Clippers is probably the best series of the first round for the NBA so far.
Yeah, I got some heat on Twitter because I was watching the other night when James Harden took over.
Yeah.
He's a good player, man.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, I know everybody hates him, dude. He's a good player.
He's a great player. One of the best offensive players the NBA's ever seen.
Yeah.
Maybe the greatest one-on-one scorer of all time, like in the discussion.
Yeah, definitely.
I got guys that played in the league that told me as such.
Yeah.
And how about the Mavs? They came back from 31 down in that last game?
Yeah.
It's insane. They almost completed the comeback. Couldn't do it. Nobody's talking about Chris Finch getting taken out either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Absolutely. But yeah, I want to see the Oilers get it done. D-Mac, help me. Is McJesus getting a cup?
I believe I got Florida Edmonton finals. I think this is the year. I mean, you got to like Zach Hyman, what he has added to that team, to the depth, and you see the way that they're playing. They're getting the goaltending, so they seem, and from experience, their past right is their education. So they don't seem like they're panicking. They don't seem that, even when they get behind and stuff like this. I think this is their best shot, and I got them in the finals.
They need to. Alan W., I can't wait till Harden retires. 1,000 super teams, 0 rings, zero legacy. I mean, when you talk about him being one of the greatest scorers of all time, I think that's kind of a legacy. Remember, the cat's 34 right now.
Yeah, it's nuts, but he's not the same Harden as he
no,
once was.
But
he's still good.
He doesn't have to be.
He led the league in assists last year.
Yeah, he's still good.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
Get me wrong. When he's motivated, he's still one of the best
we're all
players.
like that.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Like, I love when people say that. When he's motivated, what about you and your job?
Yeah, that's true.
How are you when you're motivated versus when you're not
it's
motivated?
easier to be motivated when you're making millions of dollars, but,
That's for sure.
I know I come to work with a happier face if I was making $1 million here, so.
You'd still be bitching about the same shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You would.
Maybe they pay me enough to shut up.
Absolutely. Let's go Red Wings party. They finally rested McDavid, Leon, and Hyman this year at the end of the season. They aren't looking as worn down as before. Paul Thomas, no Canadian Cup since 31 years ago. It has been a long time.
Eesh.
Alan W., I'm just a hater, LOL. He's the biggest floppy crybaby of all time in my opinion. At least I'll give Alan W. credit. He just stands up and says, I'm a hater.
Yeah.
Hate.
It's a damn shame he ain't good.
Absolutely. All right, spin the block tomorrow. We got some other NFL stuff that we'll get into. Big Time Thursday lined up for you. We'll have to do a recap of the Tigers game because no one can watch it anymore.
That's true.
I can't.
That's a good point.
Except for KG.
Damn right.
I'm calling the FCC or something on KG.
No, don't do that. You snitching now? That's what we doing, Neal? Come on, man. I thought you was better than that.
KG's be watching the game and all he's going to hear.
They ain't getting me. I promise.
Open the door.
Yup. I ain't opening no doors. I'm out the window.
All right. For D-Mac, for KG, for Spencer Action, I'm Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in, Big D Energy. Well, see you later.